All right, everybody. So this is the second assignment, the last assignment for the Mayans, or Maya, if you want to say that. I was going to do something else, so if you wanted to do that, you can email me and I'll give you all the information. But for the last assignment for the Mayas, we're going to do weigh the evidence. We've done this before, where we take a statement and decide if it's true or not with the exhibits that we have. I'll show you how to set it up in the PowerPoint in this video, and you'll be good. So here's your instructions. You're gonna have a piece of paper. I'll show you how to set it up. You'll rate each of the following exhibits, I think there's 6, based on how well it supports the statement. We've done this before plenty of times, so it should be easy. Do you think the Mayans were an advanced civilization? So it either supports or does not support that statement. Each exhibit is rated from a -2, which means it totally goes against. You don't think that it tells you that they're advanced, to a very positive, very supportive of statement. They're totally advanced, all of that kind of stuff, and everything in between. 0 means the source was not useful or reliable. So if you don't think it was reliable or useful in any way, put a 0. Also, for each one, make sure you write 1 to 2 sentences defending why you put a -2, +2, -1, +1, and a 0. So here's how you set up your paper. 3 columns. One little short one, like a medium, then a short one, then a very large one. In that first column, you put the exhibit. You write down what the exhibit is. You give it a rating in the second column from a -2 to a +2. And then you put your 1 or 2 sentences explaining why. Make sure they are complete sentences, please. So, for example, if we were talking about the existence of Bigfoot and we went all the way to Exhibit Z and we had a photograph of a forest, I might give it a +1. Because stories of Bigfoot often say he lives in the forest, this is actually a forest, so the stories are somewhat believable. So that's how you do it. Then you draw a line under that and you keep going all the way down the paper. At the very last thing, I'll tell you what you're going to do with all this information on the last slide. So, first exhibit that you're going to use is Exhibit A. It's a personal testimony. Remember, a testimony is an experience or an opinion of someone. So this is from answerbag.com from StormArm. The username is StormArm from answerbag.com. There was a question posed that says, why did the Mayans have so much technology? And StormArm says they didn't. At their peak, AD 250 to 900, they were essentially still a largely Stone Age society. No wheels, no bronze, let alone iron, no metal tools or weapons, no understanding of pulleys or block and tackle, which is kind of using wheels and moving things around and things like that. No wind or water mills. No kilns, which is a fire to make ceramics. No fired ceramics. No ships or ocean-borne trade. Only the crudest, most basic form of leatherworking. They did have a kind of paper, but then so did the Chinese several centuries earlier. So, write down the exhibit in the first column. Give it a positive. Rate it from a -2 to a +2. And remember, a 0 is not useful or reliable. And then give me an explanation in a couple sentences, sentence or 2 of why you put what you put. Moving on to Exhibit B. Exhibit B is a graphic from a textbook. It's a picture from a textbook. Here's what that looks like. You can see that it is a Maya king and his court. You can see that it talks a little bit about what the king is doing. He's looking into a mirror. He has bodyguards. They have vases with chocolate drinks. He has a little whip thingy that shows that he's in charge. So does this tell you that the Mayans were advanced? So give me a rating from +2 to -2. Remember, positive number means that you do think they're advanced based on this picture. Negative number means that they weren't advanced, and 0 means this didn't help at all, pretty much. And then give me an explanation in a complete sentence or 2 in that third column. All right, Exhibit C is a Mayan carving in a rock, by the way. So as you can see, here is the Mayan carving. You can see that it's something to do with a sacrifice of some kind. Looks like they're pulling through a rope through their lips to get blood. There's a priest there. Do you think this tells you that the Mayans were advanced civilization? Put a positive number if you think it does, put a negative number if you think it does not. And then explain your rating with a complete sentence or two, please. Exhibit D is from a modern book. So this modern book says, the Maya hieroglyphic writing is arguably one of the most visually striking writing systems of the world. It is also very complex, with hundreds of unique signs or glyphs in the form of humans, animals, supernaturals, objects, and abstract designs. These signs are either logograms to express meaning, or syllabograms to denote sound values, and are used to write words, phrases, and sentences. In fact, the Maya can write anything that they could say. This is from Ancient Scripts by S. McKnight in 1999. So based on the writing and his description of the writing, do you think that the Mayans were advanced? Put a positive number if you don't think they are, or this doesn't tell you they are. Put a negative. Put a 0 if this doesn't help at all, and then give me a complete sentence or two that explains why you rated it the way you rated it. Exhibit E is an image of Mayan nobles from a movie called Apocalypto. It is made in 2006. So here are the pictures. From this, you can see that they have a lot of tattoos and piercings, headdresses, various clothings, jewelry, things like that. So based on these pictures and what we've talked about, do you think that the Mayans were, does this tell you that the Mayans were advanced? If they were not, put a negative. If they were, put a positive. And if you don't think this helps at all, put a 0. And then explain in a complete sentence or two. Finally, Exhibit F, the Mayan numbers and the number system. So here is the Mayan system here. Remember, it's a base of 20 instead of 10. You can see they have the concept of 0 there. So we have a 0, and they use dots or lines to tell you how many is what. You can see that the dots go up to 4. The lines mean 5, and you add them from there. Do you think this makes the Maya more advanced than other civilizations? Put a positive. If you don't think it does, put a negative. And if you don't think this helps, put a 0, and then explain why in a couple sentences, sentence or two. All right, so now we have all this information. What are we going to do with it? Add up all of your rating numbers from the exhibits. If your rating is positive, you think that they are advanced. If it is negative, if you get a negative number, you don't think they're advanced. If you get a 0, you get to choose your side. You are going to write an ARE. Answering the question, were the Mayans an advanced civilization? Here is how you set it up. First sentence should be, the Mayans were or were not an advanced civilization based on the numbers that you get. Second sentence should start off, the evidence shows that they were not advanced because of this or because of that, whatever you want to put. And then give me 3 pieces of evidence. So these are your examples. So for example, in Exhibit B, it showed that blah, 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 or Exhibit E, blah, 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 blah. You need 3 of those. So this is a 5-sentence paragraph. First sentence is the assertion. Second sentence is the reason. Third, fourth, and fifth are your evidence pieces. All right, we've done this before. It should be easy. If you need any help, get on my Skype on office hours. I'll let you know, or email me and I'll help you out as well. All right.